So in this video, we'll be unboxing this particular Amazon basic monitor arm. It's so much big. Yeah, I know. But by the end of this video, I'll also help you to exactly understand which one you should buy. Like in my case, I have a monitor, I have a laptop. So I could have also gone with a monitor plus laptop arm. And this one is gas spring, by the way. And in case if you have two monitors, then you can also go with two monitors armed together. But there is some reason that I found out after searching for multiple things on web. And this is what I have finally got for me. And I'll show you, I'll set this up and I'll show you what are the advantages of this and which one you should exactly get. So this side Shubham here, you're watching UnZip Tech. Let's unzip this box together. So the first thing that we have is this base. This will sit on top of your table. So this Amazon basic branding will be obviously visible. I'll also show the highlights of all these things separately so that you can get a better understanding if you need this or something that might go wrong for your specific desk. This one is the clamp. It will keep this arm very steady on your table. Make sure you do not have those curves on your table sides because that might affect us in a wrong way. These are some of the screws and the ankle key. Let's get this out and I'll show you how does this look. You can even put this entire arm drill inside your table. That option is also there. And this one is the backside panel. This is very important. I'll also talk about this in the later part of the video. Here comes the actual arm. This one has the gas spring built inside. There was one more which I missed it because it was left behind this box, like it was on the downside. And I was confused where it went, and later on I realized in the next part of the video where I got to know that it was there in the back side. So I will show that recording separately. So yeah, that was all about this. Some more screws. And that's it. Okay, so that was all about the unboxing part and what's the box content. But now I'll be talking about the actual things that matters, because most of the details are given on the Amazon page itself, but not everyone is able to understand that. So I'll try to elaborate those topics. I have it listed down over here. So first thing is the adjustment. Totally, it has four, where it can just rotate. It can also have swing like this, like the monitor can go like this. If you would have seen the pro gamers in the Valorant championship, so they usually tilt their monitors, right? And that is where this particular monitor arm gets very useful. And also, in case if you want to take it up, you can easily have that height adjustment so that it matches your eye level, because that's the actual way how you should be using it. And also it has a swing like this and up and down, so multiple type of rotation it has, and tilt it has, which gives you the flexibility to adjust it according to your body. Like in case if your height is more, so you can increase the height. Let's say if I put a bed over here right back, like in future, so if I want to watch movies, I can just bring this monitor up and I can move it like this, instead of getting a separate monitor, or in case of like shifting this complete table towards that size. So it becomes very flexible, right? And then the next point is about the gas spring. Now it has a gas spring installed inside it. Normal AB monitor, I mean the Amazon basic monitor stand, that also has this normal features, like it can do tilt. It cannot exactly do the height adjustment every time, because that will have a knob behind. I'll just put the photo which one I'm talking about. So it does not have this gas spring. It is not like a monitor arm, but it is like a monitor stand, I would say. But this arm has more flexibility. You can take it anyhow you want. And since it has a gas spring, it moves very easily. You don't feel that weight. But adjusting this, like tightening up the screws according to your flexibility, is very important. Then you can go and do any changes you want. Then the next point is about the 360-degree rotation. So as I said, like I can put the bed at the background and I can move this anyhow I want. Let's say my table is completely tilt. So in case if I want to go 180 degrees, I can put the monitor 180 degrees as well. So it has 360-degree support. It can keep on spinning. But one thing to remember, which the company haven't mentioned, is the cables. Now, since my cables are attached and those are very tight, like I don't have that much flexibility since I'm using the docking station as well. So what happens when I try to rotate it more than 180 degree, those cable starts getting tangled. So to avoid that situation, you can have more lengthy cables and then you can go with 360 however you want. Also, it has a support of 13 to 32 inches monitors. Now there is a catch over here. It has up to 8 kgs it can bear. Now normally my monitor is like around, I would say 2.5 kg to 3 kgs. But in case if your monitor is heavy, in case if you have so many things on your monitor, like the lights, the camera, all these things, like I have a webcam right over here. Soon I'll be getting the video of that as well. So that particular thing will add up the weight and then it will be difficult. So make sure while buying the monitor arm or monitor stand, check the weight capacity always. That's very important. Also, it has one base at the background. I'll just put the photo over here so you can see that. So you need to make sure you have that same. It is called as VESA 75 into 75 mm, so that it supports. Or if you have 100 into 100 mm mount at the back of this monitor, then it will support, or else this monitor arm is not suitable for your monitor. So make sure you have that clarity first itself. Or else if you're getting it from Amazon, no big deal, like you can buy it, check it. If it does not work, obviously you have the return option in the next few working days. After that, it has integrated cable management. So cable management is good, I would say, because if you see after that point, I have started seeing very less cables on my table actually. And I have done one hack also, like I have a keyboard which has a cable. I have a Logitech mouse I already have the video on the channel. So those are also having a cable. I am not a good fan of the wireless keyboard and mouse because of gaming. I want that good latency. So what happened for this keyboard and mouse, there was a hole over there where I can put the cables. That option they gave, but there was a catch. Like, it is something that they forgot. They forgot to put that little bit space more bigger. So what happened when I'm trying to put that cable inside, it has that USB, right? So that USB thing was blocking. So I had to literally put a cut on the actual mount, and it was a risky stuff because if this does not work, I cannot return it as well. So that was one deal. I'll also show that in this video. After that, the cable management is good, I would say. Then let's talk about the price now. Now the selling price is 2391. That is what I got it for. But the average price ranges from 2199, that is 2200, till 2399, that is 2400 somewhere around. So if you see price getting dropped or price getting hiked, if it is in this range, it's a good deal to buy. Okay, so that's a good stuff. I will be doing live streams also soon. So in case if you are not sure which exactly you should be getting, you can obviously come on the live stream and we'll have a chat and I'll help you to get exactly what is best for you, right? Then let's talk about the final verdict. Now, one big disadvantage I saw, and I literally was pissed off with this particular thing. Like, I literally searched the box so much. Why? Because there was no installation guide. And if you're someone who is using this monitor arm for the first time, like I did, I never used a monitor arm before. So not having a installation guide in the box is something very weird. But I have seen on YouTube videos that people used to get it. Now, I'm not sure if this one is refurbished or what, because I ordered it as a new product, but there was this user manual or the installation guide missing. So I have to go on YouTube videos. I have to check multiple videos, unboxing videos, installation videos, because there were very less videos on the YouTube. So I need to do it by myself also, some things. It wasn't that big deal to do if you already have a monitor arm, because then you know like which part exactly goes where. But in my case, it was something new for me, so I had to deal with it more. Then the next point is about why to choose this particular monitor arm. And there are also so many types that we have. Like the first one is the single arm, which can be with or without the gas spring. Then the second one is the dual arm. Now you might have seen multiple monitors people use, right? So when they use dual monitors, they get the dual arm together. Now in dual arm also, you have one for monitor and laptop, another one both for monitor. That is also one different thing. After that also you have 3 monitor arms like this, different arms. But usually people go with 2 monitor arms. So in this case, I have my own personal suggestion why I didn't went with that. And literally for like 4 to 5 months, I was thinking of getting this. And before this, my choice was the dual monitor arm. But at the end, I got something that changed my choice. I'll tell you why. Let's say this monitor arm is suitable for 8 kgs, right? You get another monitor arm. And now when I was checking, I was going through the Amazon page, different monitor arms were there. Some were at very cheaper price, some were very costly. So I started thinking like why exactly this difference is there. Then later on, I realized that they have the capacity difference also, which means the material that they use is different again. Again, the gas spring that is there, it has a different load bearing capacity. So if you're going with dual monitor arm, make sure you check the LBS properly. Usually they will mention it in LBS so that people think it's so much of weight it can handle. But normally if you divide the LBS by 2, you'll get the actual kg weight. That's the average calculation I do. So I saw this one holding 8 kgs, but those dual monitor arms are also holding 8 kgs, which means including both monitors, you'll be only having the 8 kg capacity. So it is okay for an average person, but in case in future, if I am upgrading to something very big, So I don't want to lose that capability, right? And also it has other disadvantages, like when you go with dual monitor arm, you need to put both the arms over here, like the fitting should be at the bottom over here. But when you have separate monitor arms, what happens in case if you just want to use one single monitor, like if your choice gets changed, then you can use this single monitor arm, right? But in that case, when you buy a dual monitor arm, you need to have two, and if you're not needing it, why to have it, right? And also the placement, you can put it separate, like for one monitor arm I'll put it here, for the second one I can put it here, wherever I want. So I get more flexibility, also more options, even having two monitor arms. And if you compare the price, it's almost the same. If you're paying 2,500 for this one, you pay 2,500 for the other one. And on average, or I would say the minimum price that you will see online for gas spring based dual monitor arms is more than 5k only. So it's almost the same price that you paid for. So that was my perspective, my personal suggestion. It might differ for you as well. Let me know in the comments. Obviously, I'll revert back on that. Then yeah, so that was all the points that I listed for this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this product? If I have missed anything and you did not find anything related to that in this video or YouTube, so you can have a talk with me. And I have already used this monitor arm for a while now, because this video was a little bit delayed. It's almost a month I am being using this, so it's a very good experience that I can share with you guys as well. So that's it for this video. See you guys in some other video. But meantime, you can also check out this video that's popping right over here. So that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.